guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing, as you can see, we're doing a more wearable makeup look. This is the type of makeup that I wear when I don't want to think about what I want to wear. It matches all your clothes, it matches your hair, it matches pretty much any event. You could dress it up, you could dress it down, it lasts all day. So I thought I would share this for you. Plus, my best friend Tiffany commented on my last video that she liked my more natural makeup. So technically, Tiff, this one's for you. This is very similar to the makeup I was wearing on that video that she commented on. It was my BoxyCharm video. I think I just had on like a different lipstick, maybe a different blush, I don't know. So yeah, if you'd like to see how I got this look, it's really easy, and it's not a foundation, it's a tinted moisturizer. So if you like a lighter coverage look, you'll definitely like this. So yeah, just keep watching. Okay, so I always pin my hair back when I do my makeup, at least up until I get to a certain point, and then I'll let it out. But I'm just gonna put these little clips. I already prepped my skin. I put on my moisturizer, my eye cream, but right before I'm gonna go in with my sunscreen. Ever since I started going to cosmetology school, I decided to take wearing SPF on my face a lot more seriously because one, I live in Florida, and two, I learned about actually why, not just you should do it. So I'm gonna put this on, and I have tested this under my makeup multiple times, and I don't really think it affects it so far. I haven't noticed anything. And put it here, and like I try to remember to like rub a little bit on my ears, like places you wouldn't think that just get exposed to the sun a lot. And whatever's left, I just bring down my neck. Oh, and that is the one that I used. This is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40. So, yep, this is really good so far. If I wear this out on the beach, as long as I don't go in the water, this shit right here does its job. Okay, so I let that sink into the skin for a little bit, just so the sunscreen isn't oily, but it definitely has a little bit of a residue. It kind of just feels like a primer, but it does smell like sunscreen. And then now, I'm gonna go in my gripping primer because with this type of makeup, since I am going to be using a tinted moisturizer and I can get oily, I need this type of gripping primer in order for a product like that to last all day on my face. So, here we go. This is the type of makeup that when I did go to school every day, like 9 to 5, I would wear this and it would last perfectly fine all day. So, this primer is magic. And I always go in with a pore primer in conjunction with this, and I normally use my e.l.f. one, but today I'm going to test out the Pore-fessional from BoxyCharm, and this is the hydrating one, which I'm actually glad to try because my nose is feeling a little bit dry today. Plus I haven't tried this in years. Take like that. And oh good. Alright, so we got the skin ready. We are prepped, sunscreened, primed, time to cover up what we don't want to see. This is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I should have cleaned it. The color that I'm going to use is 9W. I have a little bit of a tan right now. Normally I think I use 7W, like when I'm paying. This is really good. I believe it's like $14, and it's probably my favorite tinted moisturizer that I have tried so far. I got my little It Cosmetics heart brush. This is limited edition. They come out with one like every year and like with a different handle, or I've seen a star one, but these brushes are really good. And I'm gonna apply these. So far, this pore primer, the hydrating one, it doesn't look bad or anything, but I mean, I think my e.l.f. one does a better job at actually covering up my pores, but it works, I guess. Always bring it down your neck, because my neck is a lot whiter. Like my face is a certain color, and then my neck is white, and then right here is always darker, so. And before I do concealer, I'm gonna go wet my beauty blender because I forgot. This will forever make me think of the little alien thing from Chicken Little. Okay. For concealer, I'm still going to use my e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer, but now that I'm a little bit tan, I do need to get this in a darker color. So I'm adding in a little bit of my Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Medium 20. This is Medium 20, and my e.l.f. one is Light Peach. And when I use the Tinted Moisturizer, I always start with a little bit concealer, and I try and really like spread it around, because my cheeks, you can obviously still see like my veins, the redness, and I try to get a nice even blend of the concealer, especially when I have on the Tinted Moisturizer, because there's obviously less coverage. I'm also going to bring this onto my eyelids as my eye primer. I'm gonna add some of this one. This one is a lot closer to my skin tone. And I'm gonna put this right here. I love this Colourpop concealer. I kind of forgot how much I love it when I was using the e.l.f. one so much. Super cheap. I think the same price, $5 or $6. So worth the buy. I wonder if I'll ever be the type of person that uses one concealer. So far, not yet. Alright, so that is what the face looks like before I go in with any powder or anything else. I feel like it still looks like my face. It doesn't look too much coverage. This is good for if you're like going to do something outside and you don't want to feel like heavy makeup. I've tried this outside, to the beach, you know, it'll wear throughout the day. And it's hot. It's hot. Okay, so to set my under eyes, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is the color Fair Light 10, if that helps. And I'm going to take this little Alamar Cosmetics brush. I got this in my box jar. And I like this type of powder when I have on the Tinted Moisturizer because my pores naturally show more, and this powder is really good at like erasing them. So I always go back with the Beauty Blender right before I set them to make sure I don't set any type of creases. And I try to keep my eyes up as much as I can. And just lightly tap. And I'm patting because if I rub it with this light coverage, it will kind of like remove a little bit of the product. I really try to make sure I set right in here really well because I get pretty dark in there and I don't want that concealer to wear off throughout the day. And I'm just gonna set everywhere that I put concealer basically. And for all over my face, I'm still using my same Too Faced setting powder. I link down all of the products that I use in my description bar, so if I say something like too quickly or you want to know exactly what it is, I put the full name so that if you were to search that into Google, you would find the exact product. Same thing when I set my face, I pat. I'm not like going like this because I don't want to remove anything that I've put there. And I feel like it applies the powder better, like it really sticks. Okay. Now that we are set, I'm going to go in with bronzer, and when I have a tan, this is my favorite bronzer. This is the, I'm sure you've heard of it, what's the actual name? Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and this is the color Deep, because the original one is very light, and I do love that one, but I had to use a lot, and this one just obviously makes it quicker. And there's something about the texture of this bronzer that I feel like just lays really well on top of like everything, because it's like hydrating in a way. It's not the most powdery texture compared to like other bronzers. And I'm going to use this to bronze like all over my face, not necessarily to contour. And I just love like the undertone of this. I feel like it's a really it goes really well with the type of tan that I get. I don't want anything to look patchy or like, you know, I have too much bronzer on my forehead, or I don't like it to look too chiseled, so I'll go back and just try to blend that out just so it looks a little more seamless. And I always go towards my ear. I can take the clips out because they're kind of annoying me. I got these off Amazon, like a pack of like 15 of them. I don't remember how much they cost, but if I can find them, I'll link them below. They were intended to be used like for hairstyles, but my hair is too thin for these. These weigh my hair down, they don't work in my hair, so I use them for when I do my makeup. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Buxom blush in the shade Havana, and these are primer-infused technically, so they are supposed to last longer than the average blush. So far, I agree. And when I do this type of look with like less coverage, less makeup, this is my favorite blush brush. I know it's a little bit messed up, but this is the JH06, and I know a lot of people who don't like to wear blush because they don't want big pink, you know, doll cheeks, but this brush does such a good job at like evenly diffusing the color, so when I have more of a natural makeup day, this is my favorite type of brush to use, especially with a color that's like more bold. So let's apply, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I get it all over my brush, and yeah, there's a lot of kick up, but I tap it off really well, and then I go in. Let's do this side. I smile, and the way the brush kind of like flares out is just the perfect place, in my opinion, for where I want my blush. And I'll go back in if I need to. Little tiny circular motions. Okay, and after I do my blush, I go in with my highlight, and we're gonna do our skin gloss because I haven't worn it in a while. But you can use any highlight you like. For my everyday makeup look, I go in with like a light gold type of highlight. That's just my preferred type of tone. And I feel like I use the Jaclyn Hill ones too much, so here you go. And I like how subtle this is, because the Jaclyn Hill ones and other highlights I use are pretty bold, and this one I feel like goes better with the minimal look. And then for my cheekbones, I'm taking 2 fingers like this. I wonder if my sponge will apply better. Let's try. But I don't want to stick it in there. Okay, so I'm gonna like rub it on my finger first, and then put it on here. Let's see if that does anything. Barely. Okay, back with the fingers. And I put my highlight, it looks weird right now, I put my highlight pretty much right here in like a little mini C. That's how I apply my highlight, no matter how I'm doing my makeup, it's just how much highlight I put and what type of highlight I use. You know what I mean? This looks so pretty. It really does just look like such a natural glow. This is a really cool product. Put a little bit up here too, why not? Okay. Now we have our base finished. This is all I'm gonna do for my face makeup. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrow. Can't decide if I want to do these on camera or if I should do it its own video. Okay, so I'll add it and speed it up because it takes me a while, but if you would want like a full video dedicated to how I do my eyebrows, let me know if if that would be something you would want to see, because I know a lot of people do that, and I feel like eyebrows is one of those things you kind of do to your own liking. But I'll show you guys. I'll do a video on that, like a detailed video on how exactly I do them and the technique that I do. So let me know what you think about that. But for my brows, I'm gonna first put on a little bit of brow gel to get them in the shape, and then I'm gonna go in with my pencil, and then if I feel like I have areas that I struggle with filling in, like sometimes at the corners here, like where I try to meet this arch situation, I need like a powder to really get the color that I want, and I'll do that if I have any issues. hours later, eyebrows are done. So now after I do my eyebrows, I do my eyes. And my eyes are going to be really easy for this because this is when I want to do something to my eyes instead of leaving them bare, but I don't really have time to do eyeshadow, this is what I do. So you can use pretty much any type of colors you want, but you're going to need a dark color for the base and then a color slightly lighter just to blend the lash line. So for today, I'm going to use my Dose of Colors Baked Browns palette. So I'm going to take any type of flat brush. You can use an angled brush. You can take any dark color you want to use, and I'm going to use this dark brown right here. And then I'm going to just press this against my lashes. Almost like liner, but I'm not winging it out. I'm just pressing it. And there we go, we have our dark base. Today I'm gonna use like this type of brush right here, just so that I can get right here perfectly against it. That's what I'm gonna do. And I think I'm gonna use this color I'm gonna use this color to blend out. And I'm gonna take it on its side. I'm not gonna go like this, I'm gonna take it at an angle, and I'm gonna put it right here. Make sure there's not too much excess because I do my eyes after I do my face. And you're just gonna lay it against there and just follow it. Follow that line. It's so easy. Sometimes I'll wing it out, it depends, but today I just wanna leave it, or even like you could just blend it in that direction. I take any clean blending brush and just go over it. That is it for the eyes. What I will do is I'll put a logo on the inner corner, and when I do this type of look, I just take whatever face highlight that I used and I pop it right in there. And that's it for the eyes. Super easy. This would probably take you like 2 minutes. And now I'm going to set my face before I go in with my lip and my mascara, and this is actually the setting mist that was designed to go like with this. Like this all came out as one collection with like a primer. And there's also concealers that go with this, and I really want to try the Pretty Fresh concealer because I'm sure it goes perfect with it. The reason that I always do this after my setting spray is because sometimes you'll get like a random droplet and you'll be able to see it if you don't press it in. I go to my lower lashes. I wait until I put as much mascara as I do on the top, and then I don't dunk back in. I use whatever is like the excess on the brush already because I can get a little messy down there. You can't see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna come a little closer and try to show you. I hope you can see. So at first I went and I wiggled like this, and that doesn't really do much. So if you're having a hard time like getting it on there without making a mess, I'll show you on this side. Try going under your lashes and then go down. As you can see, it just kind of like, I don't know, it puts it there easier in my opinion. And then I go under a little bit to really get the color. And then I'm basically just using the brush to kind of space them out. Okay, and for lips, we're gonna do a nude glossy lip, and this is my favorite lip liner at the moment. This is KKW Nude 1.5. I also love Kylie Coconut. These are pretty much my two like most used lip liners. And I'm just going to line my lips, and then I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm in Fenty Glow. I also filled it in. I forgot to mention that. Okay, now for gloss. I know this lip liner looks really brown. I like it. And then when you put this on top, alright, and that's the completed look. Please don't forget to subscribe. And also, I had like family members telling me that they wanted to get notified when I post a video. So if you want notification of exactly when I post a video, click that little bell and it should notify you exactly when I post, and you'll be able to see what I created. My dog just came in here. Excuse me. What did I say? Yeah, I do wear a nude lip, but if I wanted to wear it, you could switch the lip color. Alright, and that is it for my... Nope, that's not what I'm gonna say. Oh, didn't see you there. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm deleting that.